everyone today. So since it's the first Tuesday in December, we're going to try to do something on Tuesdays. You want to share what it's going to be called?
We call it Tea Tuesdays.
Tea Time Tuesdays.
Tea Time Tuesday.
And we're going to try to release this in the afternoon on every Tuesday of the month. And depending on how things go, we'll, see if we're going to move forward with this idea and if you guys like it or not. So on Tuesday specifically, we'll use a different type of tea or tea company and try to give our reviews kind of like what we normally do with Melissa's stuff.
And for those of you who are viewing for the first time, this is Melissa Brown and I'm Jeffie Brown. We're siblings.
You could just say Melissa and Jeffie. But anyway, so for this first Tuesday, we're going to be actually showing everyone that we're going to be trying Lipton's new flavors. It's called Chocolate Chai Latte, and the other type, you want to show them?
Called Matcha Latte.
Okay, so what it says on the back, it says, take a moment to treat yourself. The rich chocolate taste combined with black tea and organic chai spices creates a decent treat to enjoy anytime. So sit back with a cup and melt into the indulgence of this creamy chocolate chai latte. So
I'm a big fan of both chai and chocolate.
We both are, so
I'm looking forward to that. And why don't you read this one? This is the matcha.
For the matcha on the back, it says, find your moment of focus. With this creamy blend of real Japanese matcha and cane sugar, every sip will transport you to the rolling fields of matcha tea gardens. Go ahead and indulge in our deliciously sweet matcha latte. So on the back it says for directions. You want to tell them real quick how to make this if they want to make it at home with us?
Well, if you like to make this at home, the directions are you combine 1 tablespoon of Lipton Latte mix with
or
12
the other Lipton Latte mix.
With 12 fluid
Well, I guess
ounces.
they're both lattes.
They say fat-free milk to mix it with.
But
For
instead,
a small serving, use 2 teaspoons per 8 fluid ounce.
So, a teaspoon.
milk.
So anyway, we didn't use fat-free milk. We actually use whole milk because that's what we prefer. But it's all, again, there's so many different varieties out there of milk. There's even oat milk.
There's silk.
There's soy. So whatever you feel that you would like to try with it, let us know, because we might find out something else that might be good to try instead of regular whole milk. So this time,
also for our audience that are non-American audience or non-United States resident audience, 8 fluid ounces is roughly equivalent of 1 cup, which is about, I think, 250 milliliters, is it?
roughly around.
Yeah, 250 milliliters. So I would say for 12 fluid ounces would be roughly around, no, my math's probably going to be off, around 350 to 400 milliliters.
Yeah, I think it is close to
For
that.
those who use the metric system. So
But yeah,
I know it may be confusing for those who are not used to English units. So just want to bring that out.
For us, English just comes
The
easily
English
because that's
units.
what we're used to.
Yeah.
But it says also that if you want to, you can have it hot or you can have it cold. Did you tell them about the cold option?
No, why don't you tell them?
So with the cold option, basically you make it hot like you normally would. You still use 12 fluid ounces, but again, I used 8. So they're saying roughly a little bit more than a cup. So like, I think it's like a cup and a half or so. 12 ounces.
12 ounces? 12,
Yeah,
yeah, it's a cup and a half.
16 is 2 cups. So anyway, it said that you can use, you first make it hot, and then all you do is just pour ice on top. Pretty simple. So what we decided to do, because we weren't sure which way, we would like it best, and we like hot and cold drinks for our lattes. So we actually decided to change it up a bit and came outside, since it's actually, how would I say, it's not a warm December day, but it's still kind of chilly. But anyway, we have decided to change things up a little bit to give you guys a little bit more sunlight. So we have the hot and we have the cold versions of it. So since it took a little time to prepare, the taste might have altered some. We're going to take that in consideration too, because we did have to heat it up about, in the microwave we use, let's see, I think it was 5 minutes we used to get the milk so it's almost boiling. So then by the time we get outside and get it all set up, it should be tolerable, at least hopefully, for us to drink. And we also have the ice
We're working
versions
against thermodynamics here.
So we'll see what happens. Hopefully with the ice it didn't melt too much. So those are, some different things that, we have to take in consideration too. So it could change how it tastes.
All right, well, let's give it a try. Let's start the hot first. So that way, because the cold's going to stay cold out here.
Definitely. So first of all, as we normally do, we show you guys what we have. It's in a powder form and like a pouch, which is a little unique. I haven't actually saw I don't think I can think of any other companies that use like a pouch for like dry tea.
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
Actually, I take that back. There's some foreign companies that have done that.
Japanese matcha, pure matcha.
So and we also had some cherry blossom tea that we had from Japan. That also came in a pouch. So I guess maybe they're trying to indulge for people that are like more overseas, because in America we don't really see it like this. So first of all, open it up. It smells definitely like matcha. It's kind of strong, but be careful not to drop it.
Yep, definitely that matcha.
So compared to the sweetened matcha we had before, kind of have an idea what true matcha is supposed to taste like. The truer it is, the darker the color is supposed to be. So since it also says latte, before we added the milk in, I'm not too sure what else they could have added for ingredients. It says all they did was add sugar and the green tea extract and silicon dioxide for preventing it from caking. So I'm not really too sure why it looks lighter green when it's supposed to be pure matcha. So that's one thing that's a little questionable, how pure the matcha is.
Well, they put sugar cane in it, so that might lighten the texture.
It's true, but maybe that's it. I don't know. But anyway, the only size we saw in the store so far, if you can see it, is the size. And it says it's only 4.8 or 4.78 ounces, which is roughly 135.6 grams. So it says that ideally, if you follow their instructions, that with 1 tablespoon you're using, it'll make 12 servings. So
don't forget to tell them about the chocolate chai.
The chocolate chai is also the same way. Now, when we got this, I actually thought for some reason that there was a version that said hot chocolate chai latte. So I don't know if that was just me, or maybe when I went to a different store I might have saw it labeled a little different. But that's one thing we noticed different. It doesn't have the word hot on it, even though you can have it hot or cold. So maybe it's just something that subliminally I thought it said hot. But that's one thing I noticed. And on the ingredients of this, it's again cane sugar, black tea powder, cocoa processed with alkali, organic cinnamon bark, organic ginger root, silicon dioxide to prevent it from caking, and organic cardamom. So it's all organic ingredients, which again is really good, because then you're not getting all those different preservatives and whatnot that are going to be affecting the quality of what you're going to be drinking. So anyway, further,
don't forget to tell them about the calories.
So wait a second about calories. But before I get into calories, it said that this size actually, even though it looks like it's the same, it's actually 5.35 ounces. So you actually get more in this for roughly the same price as the other type. And again, it makes 12 ounces. So that's kind of where we're at. This is 45 calories, and if I'm not Mercedes. I'm not Mercedes, I'm Melissa. But this is actually 40 calories. So this is better if you're watching your calories. But it also says that it's no artificial colorings. So
if you prepare it with 1/2 cup skim milk, it's 170 calories for either one of these.
So since we use whole milk, it's going to be, of course, a lot
The
more calories are
gonna
going to be altered. But anyway, without further ado, I have to actually move my chair up because my brother's taller than me, but I'm a little too far away because my arms are as long as his. So anyway, I'm going to stir this up. And it did, I don't know if you can see it, but I'll see if I can bring it closer. You can see that it's actually steam coming off, which is pretty cool. And I actually brought spare cups so we can just try it a little bit and then we can go on to the next one. Here, let me pour it.
And this is a chocolate
This
chai,
is
right?
This is the first one we're trying.
Chocolate chai, correct? Okay.
Yep. So smelling it before we drink.
Yeah, I know. I'm smelling it. Too.
Okay. It has like a strong smell. How would you describe it?
Yeah, it's a strong smell.
You definitely smell the chai and the cadmium more than anything else.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm not too familiar with cadmium, so.
Well,
But it's
cadmium
a
we
smell
use it
that
a
I'm
lot
not
of times when we sometimes make like the sweet potato casserole, or when I make it. Jeff doesn't really bake that much.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good. It's actually a really healthy, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a really healthy spice, and they even have like a name for it. I think it's called like the Queen of Spice, but I could be wrong. But it's like it's like one of the oldest spices that actually exists, and it has so many natural properties that are beneficial for your health. It definitely is something good to look into if you are into like different herbal remedies and drinks that are good to help your body be a little bit more able to deal with your weather conditions and all that you're going through. So anyway, before we drink our drink real quick, because it's probably going to end up getting cold and talking so much, we just wanted to say a quick prayer over it.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for all these drinks which we ask you to bless. We ask to be nourishment for our bodies, and we ask that you may help us to give an accurate and complete review of this product that may be a blessing to those of whom who are blessed to be able to receive their viewership. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen. So, without further ado, as I know to say a lot.
It's like a bittersweet taste.
Yeah, I actually didn't expect this at all. Like, I thought it was going to be more on the sweet side.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
And it says that it's natural, like it's all natural, no artificial.
The chai usually, from my experience, has somewhat of a distinct sweet taste, but maybe because the chocolate mixed with chai gives it a bittersweet taste.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It kind of makes me think of an herbal drink.
It reminds me of
like,
cocoa, but with a sweet bitter taste though,
yeah.
which is different from a regular cocoa.
It kind of is like when you have like dark chocolate as a cocoa. You know how that sweetness is like bittersweet?
I don't think I remember having dark chocolate.
We had it before. I think it was another company that made it though. What was it? Swiss Mist or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was Swiss Miss.
But anyway, that's the only one I can think of that probably has made it. So that'd be actually probably something cool to try if Lipton made a dark chocolate version or even a white chocolate version, because I love white chocolate so much.
Yeah, we both really like white chocolate.
But this, if I'm not mistaken, I think it says rich chocolate taste, It never says what type of cocoa. I really thought it said like milk chocolate somewhere on here, but I don't see that. So anyway,
Well,
maybe
it's
that's
just
why.
plain chocolate.
Maybe it's just plain cocoa. But
Okay. It's not bad.
so yeah, it's like in my opinion, it's like
It's different.
It's like a
definitely
healthy-
it's definitely not something that I'm used to tasting before.
yeah, it reminds me of like a healthy hot cocoa.
Yeah, I'll
So,
say that.
Anyway, now
With a slight spice taste to it.
okay, now with the green tea, this one it smells just like it's supposed to, or at least from the other ones that we had in the past. So let's see how Lipton does with this one. Do you have your cup emptied? Yeah, we should have brought water in between. I keep forgetting to clear out our palette as well as the cups, but we're learning as we go with you guys. So there's some. And this, again, is the hot version. I don't know. If you look very carefully, you can sort of see the steam coming off. But maybe you guys can't see it as well, but it's there. So, again.
I smell it first though.
Yeah, we already did.
Yeah,
At least I did.
It smells like matcha, so it's
Yeah.
typical matcha smell.
So here we go.
It's not bad.
Actually,
It's like a milky matcha taste.
yeah, it's a lot creamier than I thought it would be. And it's like a velvety smoothness. And one thing I like about this too, personally, since I like sweets, it's a sweeter version compared to the hot cocoa with chai. So yeah, between the two, which one would you like more?
I think I like the matcha a little bit more. But I guess it's a matter of personal preference for person. Some people might like that bittersweet taste more. The matcha was more of a smooth sweet taste.
Yeah, so of course you probably can figure out which one I like more. I like the matcha more, but at the same time I still like the chai because it gives you a different change. Like, it changes what your palate's used to. So
Yeah.
I think that's something pretty cool. Okay, let's try the cold versions of everything real quick.
I'm surprised we still have some steam coming from it in this slightly chilly weather.
Okay,
All right, let's try the cold ones.
so since we tried the
Matcha.
chocolate chai first, we're going to try the
You want
cold matcha first, I would say.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Again, it smells about the same.
yeah, the smell is the same. It's pretty, like, between the two, excuse me, I'll say the smell is a lot stronger. Oh, I just remembered something else, too. So, one thing, too, well, I guess I'll bring it up after we try this.
Okay.
Yeah. The hot version I like more than the cold. Now, part of it I could be at fault because the milk, you can tell, has a lot of
The milk,
ice.
the milk
diluted into it.
influence is stronger. The milky taste is stronger with the cold version than the hot version. So
Yeah.
if you want a milky taste, then maybe going for the cold would be better.
Yeah, it's like milk with a hint of matcha. While the other way, it was more stronger for the matcha than the milk taste.
But it's smooth going down the palate, though. Very smooth.
Yeah, it was really good. But anyway, so that's that with, here's the chocolate shy, but I want to finish this real quick. Because I drink slower, and I'm trying not to get a brain freeze being outside in the cold too. So maybe we should have rethought this unless the next Tuesday is warmer than today.
Well, I think it's a good day to be outside for a change.
Yeah.
And there's more light out here than what our viewers would have if we did this inside the living room.
Yeah. So anyway,
This is
back
the
to
chocolate shy.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting for you.
Okay.
Okay. Get the spoon out.
Yeah, don't make a mess. That's way too much right now. We're just giving a review. We can drink a lot after, you know?
That's enough.
Remember, I drink slow.
Okay.
I don't think you guys want
Just
to
take some out
have
of
a
yours.
20-minute video if
Take
it's
some
not.
out of yours.
It might already be past 20 minutes. We try to keep this down to around 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But
10, 15 minutes approximately.
But anyway, since we're doing 2 products, I guess 20 minutes won't be too bad.
Yeah.
So, with the smell,
again, it's like a bitter, sweet type of smell.
I smell
it's
in a way.
Typically the same. I'll say it's the same.
I think it's the cadmium and the ginger
cadmium,
actually smell.
It seems that the cadmium is pretty pronounced. It's quite pronounced with the smell.
Yeah, again with the ice version, it definitely seems more like you're drinking
It's
milk.
more bitter. The ice version has the bitter. It's a little more bitter than the hot version.
Yeah, but
if you're looking for a more bitter taste, then I would go with the ice version or the cold version. But if you're looking for a more bittersweet, if you want the sweetness to be more pronounced in the taste, then I'll go for the hot version.
So, one thing I noticed though that I wasn't as big of a fan with the way the pouches were is because as soon as I opened it, then even though I carefully opened them, maybe I could have just used a pair of scissors. But I noticed that not a lot, but like some of the powder that was inside actually spilled out, and it actually had like a big, what would you say? It was like a gust of the it was like a gust of the dust, not the dust, but a gust of the powder actually like came at me. So it was kind of like, surprise, this is what you have. So I wasn't expecting that.
Do you like the idea of the pouches, or do you prefer like a different type of way of it being stored?
I think honestly, if it was like in a small, almost like a can or like a tin
can,
yeah, it might be better with like one of those tops that just seal on top. You know what I mean?
What about like what Ovaltine has, was a plastic one?
Yeah, that could work too, but I know like a lot of companies are trying to get away from plastic and try to be like more green. I'm not sure how, if it was made out of tin or something would come out to be, but
that might be more expensive for them to produce. But
yeah. And the other I guess kind of a little bit of a drawback is the price. It could have been also the store too, because I know one store had it cheaper than another, but it was a little bit more on the pricey side.
Now you have to take into account retail and potentially local variation on retail price.
And the other thing too,
and if they go to a wholesale store, they might actually get it a little cheaper, depending on, I don't know.
That's true.
A fact, but that's my guess.
And the other thing also is that it could have had been also higher because it's organic, and it's no artificial coloring or flavor or sweeteners added. And I know sometimes when they add those different things to a product, then the price comes down.
Yeah.
So that could be
organic's
also
always going to be a little bit more pricier for anything.
Yeah. So anyway, so our review from it is that we actually enjoyed both.
Yes.
It was it was a refreshing taste. And like it definitely does give you that calming aspect.
It does.
So like,
It actually does.
I think it was, like they say, a treat. Like, so if you want to go treat yourself, then go ahead and go try their products, because we've been trying Lipton since we were kids, and we've always been impressed. So
Even though you say it may be a little bit on the pricey side, I think it was worth the price.
yeah, it was good. Like, I don't know, like if it's something I would have every day, but if you something you want to just have once in a while for something special, then I would say by all means go ahead and try it.
I would feel like, especially the hot version, probably be good like on a nice cold winter or autumn night.
Yeah,
Would probably
definitely.
be best.
So anyway, in our part of the country, it just recently came out. So I hope that wherever you guys are from that are viewing this, that you'll be able to find it. And if not, I'm sure probably on Lipton's website you could order stuff too. I'm not too sure, but
I
that's
haven't
something.
been to their website, so I don't know.
But yeah, I know they have different inspirations for their recipes on their website, and that's something that I really enjoy, because not a lot of companies do that. But anyway, if you like this, as usual, do you want to say it?
Yeah, if you like the video, please give it a like. Also subscribe for more videos.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get your head.
And hit the bell for notifications.
As well as don't forget to comment down below.
Yeah, we appreciate your comments as well.
So until next time, we're gonna go try to get back inside and get warm with some of this hot cocoa, or hot drinks I should say, because technically this is hot chocolate chai latte, and again this was the hot matcha latte. So we're gonna warm this back up and get warm with it, and enjoy the rest of our day, as we hope that each of our viewers will do. So take care, and until next time, we hope that you enjoyed this Tea Time Tuesdays, and we'll try to see what we can come up with for next week. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.